In this video, we will go through the process of setting up your first project in GForge Advanced Server. Let's start from our page where we can then choose to go to the project that we want to configure and click on the Admin tab. We'll start by turning off features that we're not interested in using for our project. That includes discussion forums, the news system, as we'll be using the wiki to post our news and content. And we'll also change our Scm selection to Subversion. Now let's save changes, and we can begin to go through and configure each of the plugins. Start by configuring the Scm plugin, which is Subversion. As you can see, there are several options here, including the ability to require a tracker item ID before committing, and also to send diffs to our mailing list whenever a change is made to the Scm tree. We can also create custom instructions, which will be included on the Browse page or the Access Information page. This will allow you to put custom instructions or additional instructions for your users. Now let's save those changes. Now we're going to go to the Files tab and begin to set up and plan our releases. First, we need to define a package. A package is like a module for your project, and we'll just call this the core module. And we want to make it visible. You can make packages invisible if you don't want anyone to see them anymore. Make it public, and we also want to require login before anyone can download from this package. Now let's start to define the releases of our package. And we'll start with a couple of pre-releases of the core package, 0.8 and 0.9. We'll choose our date when we expect those releases to occur. And we'll just add a couple of more test releases so that we've got some data to work with. A bug fix release. And the final release. We're going to go back to the tracker administration section and begin to define the fields, sorting, and the elements in those fields. We'll start with our task manager. And we're going to add an FRS field. This will allow us to link tasks to a particular release. We'll call it planned for release. And we'll make it required. Now let's go into the bug tracker and we'll check those fields as well. The bug tracker already comes predefined two FRS release fields in it. That allows you to report bugs in a particular release and also in which release those bugs were fixed. Sorting and preferences are set for this bug tracker. So now we're going to go back to the Admin tab And we're going to set the project access permissions, which is the Edit Observer link. Observer is anyone who's not a member of a project. In this case, we want our project to be public, so even users who are not members of this project can access it. But you can set individual sections of the tracker to private, or individual pieces of the project to private, or you can make the entire project private. In this case, we're going to leave the entire project public. Now we can go and define the roles for this project. Several roles are predefined in the template project. The project administrator, of course, needs to have project admin privileges. We're going to remove the assignee status from each of the trackers because the admin does not want to be assigned any items for this particular project. Senior developers and junior developers can be assignees. Document manager, and so on. We'll save those changes. Now we can repeat that for each role. Whenever you add a new tracker or add a new forum, you should go in and edit your roles and set the permissions for each new tracker or forum that you add. Now we can choose to edit the project's homepage with a rich text editor. There are predefined tags such as the news and activity. And that will place default content onto the page for you. In this case, we're just going to enter some text to be shown on the project summary page. Now this text will show on the project summary page, and our project is now configured and ready to be used.